Yo, what's good, fam? How you doing? Hope you guys are feeling great and lovely on this good Sunday, right? I wanted to share with you guys a new vlog, kind of cookery, chefery, vibery thing that I've been working on. I was like mad into my cooking before and actually doing like lots of cooking, but now I actually want to like obviously shoot it and share some of the recipes that I do cook with you guys, so then we can get a kind of feedback going and like sharing vibe, community kind of like cooking thing going. So anyway, right, this Sunday just I wanted to share with you guys this vegan hoisin and shell pasta recipe, right? This hoisin, you can get it in like Iceland, Tesco. Well, you can get the chicken strip version in Iceland, Tesco, or Dunn stores. It's like a meat alternative, really good, and it's nice once you mix it with the vegetables and the Alpro soya sauce. It's really good, like the creamy. It's like nice and creamy, and it's so good. And the shell pasta catches all the sauce, and if you make a nice batch of it, it does last you like for 2 to 3 days. So it will save you when you're working, if you're going off to places, and if you've got things to do. It'll just make you like not even like rush or think about like, oh, I have to get home and make food or do this and do that. You already have the food ready. It's nutritious, it keeps you going. Throw it into the lunchbox, and it's not one of those dishes that if you eat cold, you're like, this is not like nice, this is not you know. This is actually tasty, right? This is tasty, bro. Like, it's taste like. So yeah, I thought I'd share that with you guys. I know like I got some man them and some gal them out there that do cook really good food. This one is for ye. I'm gonna try and give y'all a meal prep every Sunday, you know, just to start your week nice and well. And if you guys are on the same vibe and you know other people that are on that vegan and vegetarian vibe just like me, even if you're not, whatever you're cooking, you know, I'd always like to try it. So send me a link, drop me a link as well, and we can get some food rotations going, you know. And I'm really into all my kinds of creating and chefery and stuff like that. So yeah, check it out. Really delicious dish. I hope you guys enjoy it, and I hope you guys have a really good week. Yeah, keep lively, keep positive, and keep happy, you know, like, peace. Alright, so these are the ingredients we're gonna need. Peppers, some different kinds of peppers. These are like different peppers. I like using a bit of those. 3 carrots, an apple, 2 onions, coconut oil, some smoked paprika, cinnamon, garlic salt for seasoning, cashews for the bit of the sauce, and then we've got more garlic and more ginger in here. That's what we got. And then can't forget these 2 bits here. Oh yes, also cannot forget the trusty coconut milk. 2 onions, chopped, ready to go into the pan. See, I got the pan here on now, and I'm gonna scoop in a bit of coconut oil. I'm gonna put the heat on 6 on the max heat, just to heat up the pot first, and then put the coconut oil in. I'm gonna reduce it then down to 3. Smooth the oil around just to get it all around the pot. As that's heated up now, I think it's ready for the onions to throw in. There we go. It's still on 6, and it's just gonna heat up a bit more. Once it just gets into a nice heat, I'm gonna reduce it down to 3. Also, while that's heating up, I'm gonna chop up some carrot, and the apple is gonna go in. Well, I think the carrot is gonna go in first, and then the apple. I like to mix the apple and the onions, just make it nice and sweet, and caramelize it with a bit of honey. So I'm gonna start off with the carrots first. Chop the carrots, throw those in. Once the onions go brown though, heat is coming up now, so I'm gonna drop this down to 4 instead of 3, just to kind of gradually drop it down. Okay, so I'm finished chopping the 3 carrots there. Those are the 3 carrots, and they're gonna go in now before this gets a bit brown. And I'm gonna turn up the heat then, so possibly 5 maybe, or 4. It's on 3 now, maybe 5. Yeah, turn it up to 5. Mix it around. Try get the onions to turn brown and carrots to get a bit soft. I'm gonna start adding a bit of seasoning now. Gonna start off with a bit of garlic salt. There we go. And I'll probably add in some pepper as well. There we go, just a nice bit of garlic salt. And then I'll get a bit of, oops, bit of a mess. Pepper. Bit of pepper. The pepper's nearly done here, but then a bit of salt and pepper. This is pepper.
Black pepper, no?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's black pepper.
I'm gonna add a bit more. I'm gonna add a bit of more black pepper. There's a bit more black pepper in this. There we go. Perfect. You just mix that around. That's it there. Okay, now I'm gonna chop the apple next. Nice sweet apple here. Chop it into nice fine bits, tiny little bits, so it can mix around in this. Also, while you're chopping your apple, reduce the heat because it's starting to get a bit hot here. Drop it back down to 4. The apple is done being chopped. I'm gonna throw it in here now, and I'm gonna add a bit of cinnamon as well. Cinnamon and apple go really nice together. It's gonna be like a sweet and spicy. Onions are getting a bit brown as well. There we go. Nice bit of cinnamon. Mix that around. Add a bit of chili as well. And paprika. Gonna get a bit of smoked paprika in. This is such a good flavor. There we go. Smoked paprika. There we go. I'm gonna add a tiny bit of ground nutmeg just for that earthy kind of gingery. It's kind of like very, I don't know how to explain nutmeg, but it's really nice. It's just really got a nice hint to it. I don't put too much because it's quite strong. Just a hint of it. That's it. Get that flavor going. Then mix that around. Things are getting nice and colorful now. Look at that. Nice and brown. I thought I'd add in a bit of courgette as well. This is about like 3/4 of a courgette. I put them into like triangles, chop them into triangle bits, and I'm gonna throw them in now. Gonna chop these 2 red peppers. Gonna be nice. Once you mix this with the coconut cream, oh my god, like when that goes in, the peppers and the yellow pepper, it's just a treat. So I'm gonna chop these up now. I'm gonna get the hoisin going here in this other pan. Add a bit of coconut oil. Put it the same way, just heating it up. Get this cooking. So it's gonna be ready to mix in with this. Alright guys, see the oil is pretty hot now. Liquidy, ready to go. I can throw in the hoisin now. Okay. Oh, it's nice and shredded. That is great vegetarian meal. Okay, I'm gonna add a bit more of the coconut oil in this because this soaks up a lot of it. Gonna add a good bit of it. I reduced the heat on this so I can chop up some garlic and throw it in here. That's it there. It's not burning or anything or overcooking. It's just reduced so I can just manage a bit of that. So we're gonna get some garlic and throw it into here. Okay, geez, I chopped. See how small these cloves of garlic are? I'm gonna throw in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cloves of garlic into there because I love garlic. Brings out a lot of good flavor with the onions and everything. So I'm gonna chop these now. Here we have garlic chopped. Now we can throw it in. As you can see, when it's chopped up, it becomes smaller and you don't get too much of it. So that's why I like chopping a good few cloves of it. This is still frying away. It's on 4 on the heat as well, and small. It's frying away. So I added a bit of garlic salt as well. Just a bit of salt on that. I love my garlic flavor. There's that. Might add a bit of pepper as well into it there. Actually, a bit of cumin would be good. A bit of cumin on the hoisin. And a bit of pepper as well. A bit of pepper there as well, black pepper. There we go. Now you can just stir this around. Turn up the heat on this now because it was on 2 while I was chopping the garlic. I'm going to bring it back up to 5. Pepper here, and then I'm going to throw the rest of the, starting to get a bit high on the temperature here, so I'm just going to chop this and fry it in just to cool things down a bit. There we go. And there you go. Just a little bit of that. And I'm going to throw all these, I'm going to throw the courgettes. There's courgettes, red peppers mixed in here in this bowl that I was doing. I'm just going to fire all that in. Definitely gonna need some more extra seasoning because there's a lot of veg gone in there now. I don't like cooking. See, there's a lovely bit of color there. I don't like cooking my courgettes too much. I like them a bit crunchy. I like my peppers and yellow peppers a bit crunchy. So while this is looking good and nice and colorful, I'm gonna add a bit of spices. Gonna get my cashew and coconut milk cream kind of sauce ready to pour in there, and then then we can just throw the conjugale ready to cook as well. Okay, I'm gonna put this inside here to get it going, and I'm gonna wash it inside the pot to rinse out a bit of the starch, and then I'm probably gonna empty the water. I'm gonna boil some water with this, but I'm gonna throw out that water that I boiled it with. There's gonna be starch on it as well, just to keep everything a bit nice and loose. I like it to be nice and loose, not all sticky like porridge. Actually, let me just throw all the bag in. This will last today, tomorrow, and how long do you think it'll last, Mom?
Yeah.
A few days. A bit of Wednesday, so cooking in bulk always helps, eh? There we go. All of it gone. Voila. So now our lovely bit of pasta. Don't forget to wash your hands. Just mix out the starch. Wash your hands. Put it around. I always continuously wash my hands when I cook as well, just to, it's good to just be able to, you're holding a lot of food the whole time. Look at the amount of starch in there. Look at this color, discoloration. Pasta here has got, oops, bit of splashage. That's about, so you can see it's not too much, not too high, right about there. That's good. I'm gonna put that down and I'm gonna give you an inside look to that. Okay, that's it there. I'm gonna add in a tiny bit of oil. Here's a bit of oil there. Just not too much. Pop it open. It's a bit hard working with one hand holding the camera, but I can still do it. There we go, that's a bit of oil. It's not, it's a good bit of oil. Just to keep it nice and loose, eh? There we go. Leave that on. That is on 5. 5, yeah. 5, yeah. I'll leave it on 5. Might boost it up to 6 for just 2 minutes and then drop it back down to 5 just to get it nice and violent. till there. There we go. Okay, geez, this is mixed. I didn't mix it the best, but hey, it's alright. I'm gonna add a bit of this. I'm gonna add half of this in because for the rest, I like using coconut milk on my skin and hair, so I'm gonna use the rest for my skin and hair. I'm just gonna put that much in to blend. A bit of almond. I love it because it's nice and thick. Oh, into here for the NutriBullet. I'm just after swapping the water here that had starch into and draining it, and I'm gonna add just a tiny bit more of this, tiny bit more just to cook it there, and a bit of salt as well, garlic salt preferably. Bit of garlic salt into the pasta, mix that around, and a tiny bit of basil maybe. Basil in the pasta, yeah?
Yeah, basil in pasta is good.
Basil in the pasta for just a bit of nice, hold up. There we go. Let's open up this to make it a bit easier. Basil in the pasta, there we go. Have a look there for yourself, that's the basil. 1 second, mom. 1 second, eh? Gonna mix that around. Okay, and while that is mixing and boiling there, I'm gonna now grab our lovely bit of cream here that we made, and I'm gonna mix it in here. I tasted this is pretty nice. It just needs a bit of extra salt. Gonna add a bit of extra garlic salt in there. And a bit of pepper as well. Just a bit more black pepper. Here we go now. Jack the heat back up. That cream. Ooh, look at that. Very creamy. Mom, excuse me, I'm still recording. There we go. That's looking really nice and creamy there. We're gonna add our hoisin in the mix of that. Keep stirring everything around there now. And then add our bit of hoisin in. Here we go. Here we go now. Adding our bit of hoisin. There we go. See, we mix that around then. There we go, it's nice and mixed now. I'm gonna push it over to where the heat was over to this side, this half, just so I can just cook it a little bit more, and I'm gonna add some nutritional yeast for that nice cheesy kind of flavor. But look at it so far, it's really looking fantastic. I love my like creams and stuff like that. I really love creams like coconut cream and then adding different kind of nuts and stuff like that. It's really delicious. I love that stuff. Oh, this is the final look of the meal. Oh my design. That's good, innit? It's good, innit? It's good, innit? It's good, innit? Tofu on the side, chili tofu that Mumsy made. And then we've got everything there. Go on. I'm gonna add just the last bit, the nutritional yeast. And look, can you open me the cheesy stuff there, please, and drizzle it over, Mum. Do us proud. You can do it. Oh, nice. Fantastic.
You want more?
Add just a tiny bit more. Just a bit more, yeah. Look at that. Vegan 100% munchy Cheese, first meal of the day. Get your gains. Get your gains. Healthy.